I need you to listen carefully. Not because this is a scary story, but because it's real. And it happened to me. Recently. My name is Daniel Carter. I'm 34 years old. I live alone in a rented house on the edge of Cedar Ridge, Ohio. I work remotely as a data analyst for a logistics company based in Chicago. Night shifts, long hours, silence everywhere. I'm not the kind of person who scares easily. I deal with numbers, patterns, probabilities. I believe everything has a cause, a source, an explanation. At least, I used to. This started 3 months ago, and I know exactly which night it was, because that was the night my house learned my name. It was a Tuesday, rainy, cold, the kind of night where the world feels unplugged. I remember logging off work at 2:17 a.m. I remember stretching, standing up, hearing my chair creak. And I remember thinking how quiet the house felt. Too quiet. The house is old, built in the late 70s, wooden floors, thin walls. Normally it breathes, pops, groans. That night, nothing. I walked to the kitchen to grab some water. Halfway there, I stopped, because I heard something. A sound, soft, metallic, like a fingernail gently tapping glass. Click. I froze. I waited. Nothing. I told myself it was the rain, or the fridge, or the pipes. I took another step. Click. This time it came from behind me, from the hallway. I turned slowly. The hallway light was off. Dark, all the way down to my bedroom door. And I felt something then. That pressure in your chest when your body knows something your mind hasn't caught up to yet. I stood there for maybe 30 seconds, listening, counting my breaths. 1, 2, 3, nothing. I laughed under my breath, a nervous, embarrassed laugh. "Get a grip," I whispered. I grabbed my water and went to bed. That was mistake number 1. I woke up at 9:43 a.m., late, which never happens to me. My phone was on the nightstand, face down, no alarm. That was strange because I never turn it off. I checked it. Battery was at 12%. I went to bed with it fully charged. Whatever. Old phone, I thought. I got up, showered, started my day. By noon, I had already forgotten about the clicking sound. I wish I hadn't. That night, I heard it again. Earlier this time, 11:06 p.m. Click. From the living room. I muted my TV, held my breath. Click, click, 3 times now. Slow, deliberate. I stood up, walked toward the sound. Every step felt heavier than the last. The living room was empty, windows locked, doors closed, nothing out of place. I checked the smoke detector. Battery was fine. I checked the thermostat. Normal. I even unplugged the TV. Still, click. This time it came from inside the wall, not from a pipe, not from wiring, from somewhere deeper, closer. That's when I noticed something new. The air felt thick, like the house was holding its breath with me. I didn't sleep that night. I stayed on the couch with the lights on. Nothing happened. No sounds, no movement, just silence, watching me. The next morning, I found the note on the kitchen counter, folded neatly, white paper. No handwriting I recognized. It said, "You heard me too." I stared at it for a long time. My first thought was someone broke in. My second thought was worse, because nothing else was missing, nothing was disturbed, and the doors were still locked. I checked my security camera app. I have one cheap indoor cam facing the front door. I scrolled through the footage, fast-forwarding through the night. 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. At 3:12 a.m., the feed glitched, just for half a second, enough to blur the image, enough to make my stomach drop. I replayed it. Slower this time. At the edge of the frame. Something moved. Not a shadow. Not light. Something with shape. Standing just out of view. Listening. I called in sick that day. I didn't tell anyone why. How could I? That night, I locked my bedroom door. I put a chair against it. I slept with my phone recording audio, just in case. At 1:58 a.m., the clicking started again. Louder now. Closer. Right outside my bedroom door. Click. Pause. Click. Pause. Then something else. A sound that made my blood turn cold. Breathing. Slow. Controlled. Patient. And then, my voice. Daniel? I sat up so fast I almost fell off the bed. My phone slipped from my hand. The breathing stopped. Silence rushed back in. Heavy. Crushing. I didn't open the door. I didn't move. I stayed there until sunrise, staring at the door, waiting for it to move. When morning came, I played back the audio. The clicking was there. The breathing was there. But my voice, it wasn't. No sound. No whisper. No trace. Just silence, where my name should have been. That's when I realized something important. Whatever was in my house, it didn't need to be recorded. It already knew me. That night was when it stopped clicking and started learning. And that's where